Holidays in most families are synonymous with food, at least in my family they are, but even more families than ever are struggling not just to get through the holidays, but through the whole new year to put food on the table. Here to talk to us about the growing problem of hunger in our community is DeDe Flounlacker. DeDe is director of Manatee Food Pantries, which is gearing up for a big increase in demand for their services, not just through the holiday season and beyond, especially thanks to recent cuts in the food stamp program. So DeDe, how is Manatee trying to step up and fill the need in our community, which, as you have told us, is increasing?
It is, and you know, Shannon, what we do is we provide groceries to people in need, and we are an emergency food assistance program. So when folks come to us, we're giving them, we have been giving them actually 4 days worth of food in their grocery bags. Because of the recent food stamp cuts, we are now offering 5 days worth of food in our bags. Now,
Which is great.
That is great. It means a lot more food, though, that is being distributed. We think that's going to mean probably at least an additional 200,000 pounds of food in the course of the year.
But you have just wrapped up, as we're taping this, you have wrapped up the Fill the Mayflower campaign, and you told me something great. That is the most successful that campaign has ever been this year.
Yes, we raised more food and more funds from that drive. It was fantastic, 112,222 pounds of food that we're going to be able to give to the hungry thanks to that drive. At the same time, at that same week, we also unfortunately hit a record for number of people that needed help. The day before Thanksgiving, 435 people visited our main pantry in downtown Pensacola.
That's
never been that high before.
Wow. So who are, I think it might surprise folks to know who, you may have this idea in your mind of who the hungry is, but who comes to see you?
You know, it's folks who look like you and me. People who are employed. In fact, we know that what's trending, unfortunately, is that more people who are employed are needing help with food. A lot of seniors are needing assistance. Over 6,000 seniors in the past year have received help from Manatee. A lot of children, as a matter of fact, over 15,000 children have received food from Manatee. And then it's a lot of folks who, certainly it's folks who are traditionally homeless, the people who are living on the streets, but only about 7% of those folks are folks that we see.
When you were talking earlier, right before the taping, you mentioned a recent study, and you were even surprised at some people that have risked their life for the United States of America are also coming and utilizing Manatee more and more. Why don't you talk about that?
Well, you know, one of the things that we ask people when they come to see us is, why do you need help? Why are you here today? And we're also asking them a little bit about their background, including if they're military. Shockingly, 13% of the families we helped this past year are military. They're either active duty, retired, or they're veterans, which was really surprising to us. And we believe that's certainly an increase over past years as well.
Now, if somebody comes to you because you're emergency, and you know, you've done such a great job getting the Manatee name out there. I mean, you've just, at the ballpark, everywhere I go, you know, there's bring a can, do this, and you and your staff have done a marvelous, marvelous job. But I might come to you because I hear Manatee and I hear food, and I get to you, and either I'm not an emergency, or maybe, I guess I can only come to you so often. So one, how often can I come to you? But the other question is, if I come to you, will you help me find another place if I don't qualify for Manatee?
Absolutely. Those are great questions, Quinn. As a matter of fact, we can help someone a maximum of 4 times a year with food. And when someone comes to us and we're not able to help them, there are a lot of other pantries in the area that we can refer them to, so they can go get assistance.
So you'll help them find a spot if they can't come to Manatee?
Absolutely. And you know, one of the things that we're doing now at Manatee is we actually offer a food stamp registration site. So for folks who come in and need help, now you have to sign up online to get food stamps. And that's a tough system to navigate.
Well, plus you might be talking about people that because they don't have the money, they might not have a computer or online capabilities.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So we have volunteers now who are helping out by getting you signed up on food stamps on site at Manatee. And you mentioned you're very kind about our team at Manatee. We're blessed to have 7.5 people. I think I'm the half brain, but 7.5 people who work at Manatee. But shockingly, which is great news, 440 hours a week that volunteers give.
You have great volunteers.
Isn't
and a
that
wonderful
incredible?
volunteer board.
That is a wonderful testament to the way this community responds whenever they're called upon. to help.
So if people can't bring cans, can't bring food, they can certainly bring themselves.
Absolutely. They can come down and volunteer. And one of the things that we do that's a little different from most other pantries in the area is we are really concerned with the nutrition that we give out, the food, the quality of food that we give out as well.
Yeah, and we will have, thank you so much for coming to be with us today, and I'm so happy about the work that you're doing. Just keep on keeping on. I know the next big thing for you is going to be the Fillable for Manna fundraiser, which is going to be in January. You can find out more at progresspromise.com, or we'll have all the details. Thank you so much.